What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Coral Reef Talk. We are here at Reef A Palooza 2018. Let's take a look inside. Reef A Palooza is the largest saltwater aquarium show, and there's something for everyone. There's equipment, supplements, all kinds of live feeds for your reef, beautiful fish, amazing coral, and jellyfish. I'm here with Joe at JellyFish Art booth here at Reef A Palooza 2018. Can you explain what we're looking at behind us?
Sure. So primarily what we do is we run an aquaculture facility where we grow and propagate all of these jellyfish and ship them out all over the United States, well, everywhere except for Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and Alaska, for specific reasons. But when it comes down to it, what we have here is a range of chrysal aquariums. These are classified as pseudochrysals specifically because they're not circular, and that's the only difference. But what it does is it simulates an open water environment. It keeps the jellyfish suspended in the aquarium, and it also provides a way to make sure the food gets to them because they're filter feeders. You know, they wait around until the food touches them, then they grab onto it and consume it. So it's one of those things that they require a specific type of tank in order to ensure that they have a healthy life.
How easy is it to keep a jellyfish in the tank? Is it because usually with smaller aquariums, you gotta keep the parameters just right. It can be more difficult than a larger tank.
So generally, these are very, very similar to any other kind of nano, smaller size aquarium. What we have inside of these tanks is biological filtration and particulate filtration to compensate, just collect particulate and ensure that that ammonia gets broken down and everything else like that. But generally, the main thing to keep in mind for smaller aquariums, it's less about making sure those parameters are perfect. It's really about monitoring what you put into the tank. So as long as you ensure that you're not overfeeding on a regular basis, you're able to establish a schedule where it becomes a lot more simple than something else like taking care of corals and worrying about other kinds of parameters that would be part of that. But the main recommendations that we have and the things that we design are all into making the process as easy as possible for the person that has the aquarium. So really, when it comes down to water change requirements, things like that, I generally recommend, depending on quantity of jellyfish, but for 3 jellyfish in an aquarium like this, I'd recommend changing about 25 to 35% of the water every 2 weeks or so. Is generally what you're looking at, and adding in a small amount of dry food, or also live brine shrimp to ensure that these guys get the nutrition that they need. But one of the main things that we've been looking at is using a small Artemia hatching dish like this. And the benefits of, in a smaller aquarium especially, is it reduces waste. When you add dry food, it ends up sinking down to the bottom after a period of time and deteriorating at that point, so you have to pull it out. But the good thing about the brine shrimp is, or at least the live brine shrimp, is that it stays neutrally buoyant for a longer period of time, allowing the jellyfish to grab onto it and fully utilize the maximum amount of food so that you have less waste and therefore you have less cleaning to do. So that really helps with the smaller sized aquariums, and this Artemia dish does come included with the 5-gallon model. And this 2.2-gallon model it doesn't come with, but highly recommended just because of the way that it reduces maintenance, and it also prevents any kind of parameter fluctuations on a larger scale.
Cool. Very cool. And what's the maximum amount of jellyfish you can keep in?
So generally, this aquarium comes with 3 jellyfish, and then I wouldn't recommend any more than 4. With the larger aquarium, you could fit somewhere around 6 to 7 safely. I've personally put a large number in there, but I run an aquaculture facility and I can do water changes every 2 days. Yeah. So that allows for a little bit more versatility with the quantity that you can put in there. Generally, they're okay with proximity, but it's all about maintaining a proper level of nutrition and making sure that the water quality doesn't go crazy. If you put 6 in here, you'd have to feed double what you normally would, so it adds a little bit more challenge if you're looking to do something like that. So I'd say 3 is normal for this aquarium.
Okay. Very cool. And talk to us a little bit about the lighting setup. That's mainly aesthetic because you can change the colors.
Yeah, so this is actually the remote for the Cylinder 5. They have different remotes, so I can't change the color on this one right now. But it comes with a range of different colors, flashing, fading effects on here. It's got off-on. You can set up different things on here, but generally it's just for illumination. There are photosynthetic jellyfish out there, things like lagoon jellies and whatnot. The moon jellyfish that we primarily provide do not need any kind of specific lights. They have photoreceptors, so they can tell if something's on or off as far as light goes, but it doesn't affect them in any significant way. But yeah, it's really just for illumination, especially at nighttime. It's really cool. It lights up the whole room kind of thing. Here with the nice bright lights, it's a little bit less dim, but one of the cool things that you can see is there's a jellyfish cutout on the top of the lids here. So this will project an image of a jellyfish up onto the ceiling in a dark room, which is kind of a cool feature.
Yeah, that's very cool. So JellyFish Art, thank you so much for talking to us today.
You're very welcome.
And where can we find out more information about?
So the best place to find out more information about our products and the jellyfish that we have is at jellyfishart.com, and that's available pretty much anywhere. And we'll ship aquariums anywhere in the world. However, the jellyfish we have to primarily keep in the lower 48, but I do have partners all around the world that have jellyfish, and they're able to ship them out to different locations like Mexico and Canada and South America and things like that.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much, Jeffrey.
You're welcome.
Jellyfish? Check. Reef A Palooza has so much to offer. I continue to search the venue for more great companies and products to share with all of you. So, what do you think about jellyfish? Let me know in the comments below. Would you ever consider having your own jellyfish tank in your house? Now, there's more Reef A Palooza coverage to follow in the next few weeks, so if you want to be notified when those videos post, be sure to click that bell icon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and if you're not a part of the Coral Reef Talk community already, please consider clicking that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on the Coral Reef Talk.